Hi everyone, this is Blake. The country I chose for our project today is Saudi Arabia. To give you guys some fun facts, or more so some interesting facts about Saudi Arabia, they're the only country in the world that has banned women outright from driving. Women are actually required to have a male chauffeur at all times if they're in a car. So women are not allowed to go anywhere by themselves. Another interesting thing about them is that due to their Muslim faith, due to their laws they have regarding that, they're actually not allowed to consume alcohol. So alcohol is actually prohibited in the whole entire country. As well with that, another crazy statistic that I found was that oil is so abundant that a liter of potable water there is actually more expensive than a liter of oil. The next question was to identify the differences between the country's culture and that of the United States. The culture differences are substantial compared to the U.S. In Saudi Arabia, they are a theocratic state, with the royal family referred to as the House of Saud. Along with that, they only allow Islam as a religion and require all citizens of the country to be Muslim, or if you become a citizen, you do have to convert to the Islamic religion. Women are not allowed to drive or leave the country without a male companion, like I said earlier. Women can also not come into contact with unrelated men. So therefore, when they're out in public, they're only allowed to be amongst women and related men to them at all times. And if they are caught, that is breaking the law. As well as that, women do have to be covered at all times in their clothing, and they're required to wear a veil as well. And then arranged marriages are also very common in Saudi Arabia. Pretty much the whole entire culture, like the country's culture, is completely different than that of the United States. We have many instances where we're just completely different than them, such as allowing women to drive. We had drink alcohol in the United States. Women can wear pretty much whatever they want. So the next question was outline how these differences impact marketing activities of U.S. companies that might want to do business in that country. For that being said, a U.S. company has to take many considerations when wanting to enter a market such as Saudi Arabia. The country is extremely different than the United States, and that's going to be something that the country that the company is coming from, they have to evaluate that and make sure that they align their cultural values or just not market there. So if a company wants to market a certain product to women for in Saudi Arabia, they need to ensure that it meets all the appropriate standards that the Muslim women must adhere to. There's instances of some products that you just can't even promote in the country or market, and that's such things as pork because pork is considered bad. It's illegal against their religion. You're not supposed to eat it, as well as alcohol. So companies like Miller Lite, Bud Light, things like that shouldn't even try to get into a market like this because they just don't have any room. Another thing is that during the holy month of Ramadan, all shops and services are shut down and working hours are generally reduced. So the next question was, what existing American product would you launch in this market, and why did you select this product? So the product I picked is something that I actually use a lot when I'm cooking. It's called Fire and Smoke Society Spices. More so, they do have a long line of products, but I do want to focus on the Thundering Longhorn Spice. This is something that they put out that's typically used on kebab and lamb, which is a common meal in Saudi Arabia's lamb is their number one eaten meat. Um, so the target that I wanted to go for was females, since they're going to be the ones cooking. Age range of 25 to 45. Women that are married and have the extended family and children in home. They do tend to be a little bit pricier than some of their competitors, so I do recommend it being a middle income target market. And then finally, they need someone who prepares the meal for the family, and then they want to season it so it tastes better. The psychographic area would be urban societies or cities, or the cities, just because that's where the market's going to be at, where we can have a product like this. User behavior would be someone who regularly enjoys seasoning the meat that they cook. So the reason I chose this product is because Saudi Arabia actually does have a market for seasonings. McCormick's is already over there. It's available for online retail and purchase in stores. So here in America, McCormick's does compete with the Firehouse Society. I personally believe is usually the product that it is superior in taste and spices that they use. So in Saudi Arabia, their main dish is lamb. So cooking meat like lamb, if you don't properly cook it and you don't properly season it, it is going to tend to be dry and just not taste good at all. So this is something that they can benefit to them by making their food taste better and enjoying the food that they do eat. So giving a summary of explaining why you believe the segment that I'm going for is appropriate. I truly do believe that the segment is most reachable because the women are the ones in the home in charge of cooking. The age range of 25 to 45 is usually around that age when you've already been married. You most likely have kids, so you do have a family to cook for at that time. The reason I recommend it in middle income is, like I said, it is a bit more expensive than McCormick's. However, McCormick's is cheaper in the market and it's already available, so it shows that there is a market for competition. And then lastly, when you're cooking a meal, it's always better to add some sort of spice, just compared to cooking it unspiced and bland. So that is why I do believe that we can take this product to Saudi Arabia and potentially have good luck with it. Thank you for watching the video.